Alright. Ladder reset. Wonder how many food decks we're going to play against. We've got 3 standard decks today. Got some Abzan midrange, some Grixis Spires, and some Esper artifacts. They have 0 Okos between them, so we'll see how that ends up going. This deck is at least playing greens. We got 4 copies of Once Upon a Time. It's also playing black, so we got some main deck copies of Noxious Grasp here. We got Veil of Summer on the sideboard, which is one of the best board cards in this format, and then other okay mid-range style threats. We've got a wolf package here with both Tolsimir, Nightpack Ambusher, and Garruk Cursed Huntsman. So, also notably is that the entirety of this deck comes in borderless, so that's pretty. Let's go ahead and dive on into some matches here and see how it goes. Thankfully, I don't have to care what rank we get to this month because we qualified last month, so off to ladder. To be fair, Jensen, I don't think Standard got worse after rotation. Standard got worse after their banning. I think Standard fresh after rotation with Field of the Dead had a moderately healthy rock paper scissors style meta. They banned the rock though, and then scissors just got to dominate. I really enjoyed Standard after rotation. It wasn't until they banned Field of the Dead that I was kind of off what was going on. Yay! Let the geese hit the floor. Let the geese hit the floor. Man, doesn't even have turn 2 Oko. What a noob. What a noob. The terror that honks in the night. No turn 2 Oko, no turn 3 Nissa. Do you even try, opponent? What are you doing with your life? Let's get that one out of here. They're just waiting to Nissa until they can hold up their Veil. Yeah. What was the paper pre-bans? Yeah, the aggro decks. The aggro decks have a really hard time with the food decks. And they were very, very reasonable against the Field of the Dead decks. Grasp the questing beast firmly in my hand. So, Vraska gets to kill Paradise Druid here. It's a thing, I guess. It'd be relatively easy to get into Pioneer. I mean, like, dollars buy you anything. We have a pretty sick curve here. We get to go Tolsimir into Garruk Cursed Huntsman. So, like, even if they have a Nissa here, we're still in an okay spot. This is moments before the accident here. Just moments before. Are we ahead? I think we're ahead. Gobble, gobble. I'm going to go up with this because next turn we're going to play Garruk and make 2 wolves, and the wolf that comes into play will fight the goose. Those blind to tyranny are lost. It's enchanting. Oh, the guy seems pretty bad here. Definitely want the other grasps and the trophies. Clicks a bit. I don't think this is a Duress or a Veil matchup. They did. They misclicked and they turned themselves into an elk. How the deck's been so far today? Our modern deck was medium. The Pioneer deck was sweet, and we are just kicking into standard. Sure. This is great. Need some lands, but we're on the draw. We'll fetch basic Forest on one with this Fabled Passage, then we can shock in, or we can just do that. Sign me up. I feel like I actually just can't have enough copies of that card in this matchup. How many Noxious Grasp do I want? All of them is the answer.
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me. Welcome to the feast. Wallow in your deceit.
Electing not to attack because I don't want them to be able to, like, elk this or do something bad to her. Yeah, mana confluences and Fabled Passages both got expensive with the new format.
I will invert the world to watch kings grovel.
Good morning from the crypt. Or do they not have a land? That's great.
Put on your true shape.
Rats, they do.
This is my cue to exit.
But if we just grasp them firmly every single turn for the rest of the game, coming back from Magic Fest Lion, standard meta is broke, in my opinion. I encourage you to watch out for Nissa plus mass manipulations. Yeah, mass manipulation is real good. I agree with that. I'm okay redrawing that one here.
The undead make great minions. Loyal and silent. A little death never comes. They were a lousy servant anyway.
Yeah, there's been formats where Naya and Abzan have both been good. Those formats exist.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Let's just go ahead and do this to keep our Planeswalker alive.
I'm known for my excellent timing. I've got it.
Don't questing beast me. Just Wicked Wolf, sure.
What a good, mindless minion.
Let's go find a land. I guess I could have gotten Fabled Passage here and held up Trophy. Eh.
Power surges through these lands. The land fights for us.
Yup.
Looks like you're on your own now.
I'm excited for my trophy to get Veil of Summer next turn. What if we don't tap both my green sources? Thanks. Yay! Standard! Yay! Green cards! Woo! Green cards! This is where the magic happens. Yep. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Are we dead? I think we're dead. You might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Yep. After the prolonged, yeah, my mind auto-inserted modern seems standard is lost as well. Yep. Alright, let's do it. I enjoyed your content for the past year. You already gave me a sword. Can I get the knighting speech? Take the sword. Here's the sword to go with your shield. Is that the one you're looking for? Ooh, I think we're in for Paradise Druid here. I think I'm going to go ahead and play this on one. Honk, honk. You've been subbed for 10 months, Tuna Yummy. Oko is no joko. Thanks for the 7 months, MTG Viking. I don't believe we've played any Green Black Rock. They're starting to blur at this point, though. You can find everything we've played, as always, on my YouTube channel and my website. Both of those are good places to check out if you're wondering if we played something. Turn 0 once upon a time seems sketch. Take a 10-minute break. Keep in mind that if you wanna tell me that I did something wrong, and don't get me wrong, I'm wrong quite frequently. Just ask my wife. You need to tell me why though. So if you are criticizing my play without being constructive about it, you're just being rude, which is not welcome here. Sam Crow, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Oaklandia. Hope you're having an excellent Monday wherever you are. Stroke me, daddy. Stroke me. Ugh. Not even a stroke. Can't even make my joke. Way to hurt the pun community, opponent. The deck that we're playing gets tagged by both Aether Gust and Veil of Summer. Seems like a kind of medium place to be in the format.
Strange and magnificent world.
So I let on Assassin's Trophy here because I'd rather Assassin's Trophy get countered than Noxious Grasp get countered. Because Assassin's Trophy gives them a land. The odds my opponent is Tolsimir here seem relatively high. So thus my sequencing. Just gonna stick Ugin while they don't have blue mana up.
My presence alone will guide you. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
The fabric of the multiverse. Have they ever not had Tolsimir? Not to my knowledge. When do they have it? Always. When do you have it? Never. Brutal. I'm gonna let Ugin just take his lick for 3 here. Gives me another 2/2 so I can double block next turn if they attack in. Just gonna go ahead and do this now to play around Disdainful Stroke. They know it's in my hand anyway, so might as well just jam it. This is marginally worse against... It's not even worse against Every Time Raveler, right? It's worse against Prison Realm. That is definitely the case. I think it's right to do that there. I think I'm happy with my play. Would like to kill Forest here. Die, Forest, die. Tilt. They killed the right one.
I concede.
Never lucky. So, kind of just like waiting on whoever draws the first bomb here. Like, they have this on Hydroid Crisis. I have 6 mana Planeswalkers. Oko's a pretty good one, too.
Every tale about me is absolute nonsense and absolutely true.
Vraska would be a good draw for us too, so it'll unlock our Nightpack Ambusher. Yep.
Oh dear.
The Burgle clip is like, it's phenomenal. Jeff losing is one of the reasons I'm here. I appreciate you. Right, considering playing the land cost to play, yeah. So I thought about that, but I think when I double block here, they're likely gonna kill the Murderous Rider and not this. So let's double block their non-legendary thing here. I think if they're smart, they're going to kill the rider and not give me the card. Does Elking the Spirit make the card go away? I don't believe so, no. Because getting to draw the card off of this is what's called the delayed trigger, similar to Deputy of Detention. Veil me, daddy, veil me. Yay! I'm having so much fun playing Standard! Yay! Woo! Standard! What a well-designed format. Elegantly letting all of the colors commingle. Put on your true shape. Taking this asshole down with me. If I'm going down, so is he. Alright, our mid-range deck that has less value than the food deck died to the food deck. Sounds about right. Playing a deck in this format that cares about Aether Gust, Veil of Summer, and Noxious Grasp that not Simic Food seems really ambitious. Thanks for the 8 months, Archangel. I appreciate that. Welcome back. It's fine. We needed to get back to some standard anyways, because I have... How many decks do I have in the queue? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 standard decks in the queue still, so... Need to get through those. Anywho. Tuning a deck... Tuning a best deck is interesting to me from a playing perspective. From content, though, seems pretty loose. I mean, from a competitive perspective, it's also kind of terrible. Like, everybody knew what the best deck was going into this GP weekend, and nobody managed to beat it consistently. I think there's like 6 or 7 different cards you could ban in this format to make it better, which is one of the reasons why it's so offensive that they made the format worse by banning Field of the Dead. I don't expect Wizards of the Coast to get everything right all of the time, but I do expect them to fix it. So, like, in my opinion, the biggest issue with Standard isn't the fact that they've made mistakes and made the format not ideal. The offensive thing is the fact that they refuse to fix it in a timely manner. The fact that they're sitting us, make here, and wait for them to fix it is the issue with this current format. Grixis Spires has been great for you. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And one of the other things too is like Magic's a game with enough variance that like even when you're playing decks that are bad like Grixis Spires, like you're still going to be able to win some number of your games. So it doesn't feel as hopeless as it actually is because Magic's a game where people frequently just don't get to play. I felt that Oko plus self-kill on a spiritual level after getting veiled 3 times. And you're like, they don't even have to ban Oko. After you made me discover Mythgard, I haven't opened the Magic client in 10 days. I mean, I don't blame you. It's been a while since I've played 2 for a reason. And it's not like Arena even encourages you to play, right? Like I finished in the top 1200 last season, and I didn't play the ladder for 20 days. I finished 400 something last season. The last time I played a ranked match before today was October 11th. So for the last 20 days last month, I did not play standard, and I still finished in a position to be fine. Are we dead? I just like can't interact with this card. I don't have good blocks. This can kill this, but then I'm like taking 5. I guess I can just flash this in and trade. I guess. You think a rank decay system would help with that? No, I think that's a bad idea. Rank decay means you punish people who ladder up early. Yeah, I think Big Red would be my recommendation for someone to get a feel for Mythgard. Ride me, daddy, ride me. Oh, yeah. Ride me down. Ride me down. Golgari Queen seems kind of slow here. I think I want all the cheap removal. Oathakaya actually seems kind of okay. Maybe. who plays first simulator. That's another thing too. Like, even outside of the Oko decks, like, this format's definitely super play draw dependent. Which I would. Again, one of the things I wish they'd work to address that in Magic in general. That's definitely not just a problem with this current standard format. That's like a generic Magic problem. Is like, Magic tends to be super skewed in favor of who's ever on the play. Okay. I think there should be some sort of weighting system based on number of games played. Yeah, I agree, Punchworthy, to a degree. I don't know. Ladder system's just medium. Like, when the game theory optimal play is don't play Magic, it feels like the system's broken and needs to be addressed. I'm casting Once Upon a Time here, even though I don't have another spell to cast, because if I found a Paradise Druid, I'd want to cast Paradise Druid here. Obviously, we didn't, so we're not, but we could have. I think part of it could be balanced by printing effects that give you bonuses on the draw, but I think that's kind of a like a Band-Aid type solution. I would like core functional change to Magic as a game to make it so the person on the draw had a bigger advantage or less of a disadvantage. I think there are a number of things you could experiment, from the lazy Hearthstone give them a coin to more innovative solutions like letting the player on the draw start with 8 cards in their hand. Stuff like that. I think there are a lot of avenues of things they could try. I think anything is better than the current thing. I think that's a shit response, Tsunami. I think it's difficult to figure out a solution, so we shouldn't try as lazy. It's something that you hear in response to all walks of life. Just because something is hard doesn't mean it's not worth doing. In fact, most things that are worth doing are difficult to do to some degree. Player on the draw gets to play 2 lands their first turn is basically like giving the person on the draw the play, so that doesn't really make sense. Extra life is not necessarily a strictly great solution, just because extra life is less good in specific matchups. So I cycled one of those Veils just because I have 2 of them rotting in my hand. I have double green, I have triple black. I don't think I have any double white cards, right? Yeah, Tolsimir's like my only white card. Can I grasp this in response? Yep. A free scry 1 in the draw. Yeah, there's a lot of answers to this problem that I'm discussing. And like, I definitely don't profess to know the best answer. Nah, fake formats that are here for a week and then gone don't really generate good content. And from a personal enjoyment perspective, I don't really enjoy playing Magic formats that are going to disappear. The interesting part of Magic to me personally is like taking a deck and tuning it and like working on it and slowly making it better. Man, second Tolsimir really sucks here. So they didn't play this, which implies they have another removal spell or a protection spell here. I would like to keep the new one. I would like to fight your Choo-Choo. Oh, I guess if I fight the 1/1, they can't attack with this. But if they attack with that, I double block it, so I think that's fine.
Nature will take back what rightfully belongs to it.
Well, now it's a 7/7, so that's a yikes. It's not about the fact that we won, it's about the principle of the thing, Toolboxer.
If I were you.
No blocks. Go to 6. Says trample till end of turn because of Vivian here. Alright. Once upon a time, there was a Nightpack Ambusher. And that Nightpack Ambusher came into play and it ate this 1/1. And it gained 3 life. And then Tolsimir and his friend killed Vivian.
You haven't seen the last of me.
There's like I said, like me trying to like stroke people off and tell them that their idea is good. Sure, lots of the ideas are good. And we died. Feels bad, man. Hey, look at that! We got main deck Noxious Grasp and we lost to 2 green decks in a row. Weird. Weird. Well. At least all of your creatures weren't elks at the end. Yep. I suppose. Holy crap. Apparently, Nerd Rage is filling in all of the deck lists from the weekend. That's sick. We could do some number crunching with that. All 160 Pioneer decks from the tournament I played this weekend. That's great. I'm sure something's about to get banned, and then it doesn't really matter, but... The data police are coming to jail me now. Alright, well, I guess we'll kill this. I mean, it wasn't even the double Crackling Dooms against Caleb that killed me. It was the fact that he drew the Pithing Needle for the Oko that won him that game. It was the straw that broke the camel's back for sure. Yeah, running Siege Rhinos didn't help either. His deck was super hot in game 2. What's the worst case scenario with this ban and restricted list in your opinion? No changes. I think no changes would be a colossal mistake. I think they can and should try different things. Oh, Magic. This has been a rough set, chat. It's been a rough set. I'd ban once Oath and probably Nykthos. Maybe just once an Oath. I don't know. I don't mind taking a few things out back and giving them the old Yeller. Yeah, I don't think Aetherworks Marvel is very good in Pioneer. I think I'd give Nexus more time. In my experience, the Nexus decks are kind of medium against the aggro decks, so I don't know that I would make killing those a priority. They're never going to give you a watch list. I think a watch list is stupid. I think they should just ban things. I think a watch list in an established format makes a lot of sense. I think they should have more than enough data for Magic Online to make actual decisions. And I would prefer they make actual decisions. Sorry, when I said Oath, I mean Oath of Nissa. Oath of Nissa is the playable Oath card in Pioneer. Sorry, I should specify that because we just cast a different card in Standard that has the Oath in its name. I mean Oath of Nissa. Our deck's just felt like pretty thoroughly outclassed in this format so far. Like, the good decks are good and the bad decks are just really not very good right now. Feels really bad, man. I don't have triple green, so I can't once into this Nightpack either. It's brutal. Like, the opponent's deck is like one of the few things resembling an aggressive deck in this format, and even that's like out card advantaging us here. Does not feel good. We played a 4-color no green deck today on stream in Pioneer. If that's what you're referring to. If you're talking about Standard, I have no idea. I haven't been playing much Standard. Do I want these? I guess I want these Veil of Summers here too, I suppose. Maybe I don't want all these trophies. They're kinda... Maybe I don't want Oathakaya. Yeah, I guess I need to kill. I want to kill Rankle and Beast before they hit me. Yeah, this will probably be my last match, Gundam. Give it a fair shake. don't know. I have low expectations going into all these standard decks because the format's pretty solved. The key to not being disappointed in life is having low expectations. Yeah, if there was GP Bloomington normal this weekend and it was standard, I wouldn't show up. I would skip it. To be honest, I've been playing Mythgard waiting for the next BNR. You're not alone. And I think that is Arena's colossal failure right now, is that they're assuming that by only pushing standard on this client, people are just going to play standard, when in reality, people are just playing other things and they're just not playing Magic. Thanks for the 32 months, Ralk. That's a long time. Welcome back. Gonna hold up Nightpack Ambusher here, I think. Uses my mana more efficiently than just playing Murderous Rider this turn. Yep.
I've survived an apocalypse. I will survive you.
I'm logging in every 3 days to get quests done.
My,
Woof.
how you've grown.
Well, at least they activated my trap card here, so that's nice. So I get to flash this in Ether 3/3. And then if they don't have the Death Touch 1/1, I get to play Nightpack Ambusher and kill their Vivian next turn, which is nice. They do have a Death Touch 1/1. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to put a stop at my end step here. I'm just going to go ahead and pass, and I'm going to let the wolf token get made, and then before they untap, I'm going to grasp this. And I want to sequence in this manner, so that way in case they have Veil of Summer, they can't counter my grasp. If Historic had support or a Brawl was available, I'd play much more Magic recently. Yeah, I agree. You're not alone in that feeling. All right, double ambusher might pull this one out. Yeah, I don't do limited. I heard a number of people who play a lot of limited have said that the limited on Arena is not good because of how the bots work. I don't know that. I don't have any personal opinions on that. Woof. So his standard is elk-filled, as we were expecting. I mean, to be fair, we've only played against food for 1 out of the 3 matches so far. We've played against green 100% of the matches, but we've only played against the food deck once so far. Our deck doesn't feel particularly well suited to beat this green-black adventures deck either, just because, like, between Find Finality and the adventure creature that picks stuff up, I feel like they outgrind us most of the time, but I'm gonna fetch a Plains on 1 with this, and then we'll Once Upon a Time before playing our land on 2. So that way if we find Paradise Druid, we'll play Overgrown Tomb, but if we miss on Paradise Druid, we'll play Temple. Perfect. Never didn't have it. Maybe I'm supposed to take the untapped land there, because I can't currently play my 4-drop on turn 3 here. Just here to waste shilling. With that attitude, you'll never be a shillionaire. Trump and Pence go hunting. As they're walking through the woods, they see an elk foraging on leaves. Hey, look, an elk, says Pence. Fake moose, says Trump. Oh, that's... Yep, I appreciate you. I want you to know I appreciate you. I'm not blocking here because Nightpack Ambusher is going to make the... Nightpack Ambusher makes the Tolsimir token a 4/4, so Tolsimir's token is going to trade with this Questing Beast, which is great. Are we winning? It feels like we might be winning. We're gonna get on that scoreboard. Rude. Rude. Well, Temple of Tilt. Temple of Tilt. Did you know you're an awesome human? I'm an alright human. I try to learn and improve when I'm less than awesome. Which is all you can really do as a person. You're gonna screw up. Well, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him here. It doesn't appear to have paid off, chat. Crunch. Are we doing it? I think we might be doing it. For the record, I don't think the solution to Arena having bad bot drafting is pod drafting. I think the solution is designing bots that don't suck. Because a lot of people aren't interested in, like, playing pod drafts. They're just not. I know some of you are, but, like, pod drafting takes a long time. Morning, IRS. Yeah, we're going to be doing Arena Monday and Wednesday this week. How's Standard treating us? Standard's very green. I mean, based on the fact that we can't have a second constructed format always on Croaker, it would probably reason to assume that, having more limited queues is not an option. My opponent could be upset, but they could also have just crashed. Yeah, there's like 100 good solutions, Niv. And small indie companies have come up with a lot of good solutions. Is the part where we wait for them to time out and explode again? With the quality of Arena, I never assume, but yeah, it's probably a safe bet, honestly. Oh. Never attribute malice, etc., etc. The closest thing we have to an overrun in Standard is Garruk's ult. That is correct. That is actual factual. Yeah, if only Arena could be like Mythgard and show me when my opponent's disconnected, so I don't have to sit here and guess. It's always great when you can't tell the difference between Screaming Rage and an app crash. It's a feature, you know? The card styles are just these, right? Yeah, I don't really care about any of these. I'd rather just have borderless versions of these cards. I know we like finally won a match, but I don't know that I really feel like playing this anymore. I feel like the power level of what this is doing just isn't quite fully there. Like, it's a mid-range deck that like has the problem of it's getting interacted with by Noxious Grasp, Veil of Summer, and Aether Gods, which are all like main deckable cards with how inbred the current format is. And what we're doing from like a pure power level perspective is just like weaker than like Nissa Krasis and stuff like that. We'd probably do pretty okay against like aggressive decks in the format, but like there aren't really that many aggressive decks in the format. Like the Green-Black Adventures deck that we just played for the last two matches is like the most aggressively slanted thing in the format, and that's still going a little bit bigger, and it's showing a lot of card advantage with things like Order of Midnight and the Fine Finality and stuff like that. Yeah, the color splashes is kind of medium, and like Nightpack Ambusher is just kind of hard to trigger in this deck. Like the only instant speed thing we really have is like other Nightpack Ambushers, so that like wasn't super exciting. All right, I'm interested to play this next deck though. So this is Mogwai's Grixis Fire's deck, so we're gonna be diving into this one next. You can see my arena is already starting to struggle though, because it's been open for almost an hour. So I'm gonna run a quick ad break, post this deck list on Stream Decker and all that jazz, and restart our wonderful laggy pile of mess here. So be back in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. We're gonna play some Grixis up next.